Most of the time I drive in silence, and when I tell people that, they're like, how can you do that? Like if I'm gonna drive to New York City, which is about 6.5 hours, it's in silence. And I try to explain to them, no, there's so much noise in my head. Like I don't need extra noise coming from the speakers. Like that just, it adds to the chaos. It adds to the mariachi band, you know, in my head. So I'm always driving in silence, just because it's way more peaceful trying to parse out all these things bouncing around and figure out what's important and what I should be thinking about. And you never quite, those of you who know, you never quite lock it down until something strong enough catches your attention for long enough and holds your attention. And there's been a few things in my life that have done that and held my attention over decades. One of them is manufacturing, right? Origin, building this brand. The other one is building Jocko Fuel, and the third one is jiu-jitsu. Those three things have truly been a blessing for my kind of this ADHD mindset. And driving in silence for me was how I used to try and sort through early on in business what I needed to do. I would get in my old red Chevy truck and I would just get up early on Saturday morning, Sunday morning. I'd get up, I'd grab a coffee at 5 o'clock in the morning from the gas station, and I would just drive around, watch the sun come up. And I did this almost every weekend for so many years. And I didn't start drinking coffee till I was 35, right? So I guess this was 12 years ago, maybe. Right? I guess right around the beginning of Origin. We built a factory in 2012, so 13 years ago. And I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't have anybody that I could tell about what I was dealing with. There wasn't any factories around. Nobody around was working in factories. No one around was trying to weave fabric. There was nobody around trying to build a brand, you know, and so I was just stuck, and there wasn't a tremendous amount of information on YouTube at that point either. It's funny because at that same time I put out information on YouTube about jiu-jitsu. I had a big jiu-jitsu channel called BJJ Weekly, and I would put jiu-jitsu technique out on the internet, I guess, before it was appropriate, before there was kind of this unspoken truth, like you don't share techniques with other people, you don't train with other people outside of your school circle. Anyways, I was putting technique out on this BJJ Weekly channel on YouTube, and it grew, it exploded. But there wasn't any information out there that I could use and leverage. And I didn't even know where to look. I didn't know how to look, and it was very hard. It was really difficult because you got to remember, 1997, 1998, the internet hit, and I say that to people, like, what do you mean the internet hit? I'm like, well, that's truly when we had the internet, right? Like when there was information starting to come to fruition, and then all of a sudden you went from these flip phones to Blackberries, and then, geez, was it like 2012 maybe, or 13, the first iPhone? I can't remember exactly the date. And then the internet was mobile, and and then people started piling information into the system. And it wasn't that I wasn't seeking it. I was. I mean, I had learned how to sew with a felling machine. A felled seam is a seam that we used to make our gi pants, but it was like for blue jeans originally, where the fabric comes together in 2 cups, and then there's 3 needles of sewing with a it's called a chain stitch, which allows this to flex without breaking this thread. And it's really strong, this chain. But if you break a link in the chain, then the whole thing falls apart. And so I was seeking this information. You know, I'd watch this sewing video freaking 10,000 times. I mean, that's a bit of an exaggeration, but thousands. I just watch it over and over. And I would just mine for what I could find. I drove around New England looking for the old timers. Like any factory that was still around, even if it was like a handful of people out in some shack out in the woods, which I found a couple of those. I would just go and talk to them and ask them if they had any old machines, tell them what I'm trying to do, ask them if they could help, ask them if they would be willing to share knowledge with me. You know, it was really arduous, but I was hyper fixated on it. And that's the nice thing with ADHD. Those of you who deal with this, and people don't realize, if you don't have this, that hyper-fixation is a thing. And once you lock in, like, it's undeniable. You're truly locked in. And this hyper-fixation led me down a path that ultimately put me into a really shitty situation, because then I didn't have the knowledge or the advisement to guide me on that path. I'll grab this coffee. I'm gonna trick you all today. Hey, what's up? You work here too?
Yeah.
How many of you work here?
Basically all of us. Like, actually, it's just like I just get to hang out with my friends all day.
Where's your Origin shirt, Lily?
What?
Where's your Origin hoodie? I came, you didn't have it on still?
No. Lily,
It's
stop
okay.
forgetting.
I know. Yeah, what about you?
Let me set a reminder for. Yeah, wait, actually tomorrow. Are you going to come here tomorrow?
Yeah, every morning.
Okay, Lily, we have to wear them tomorrow.
Actually, wait, no, I'm going to North Carolina to bring Chloe to college.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
I might still come get some coffee though.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get a medium cappuccino with caramel flavoring.
All right.
Apple Pay.
Okay.
You guys are in your senior year, huh?
What?
So you're a senior year, right? You're going into your senior year, or
I
you
graduated.
graduated? You graduated. Lily's going into her senior year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did
What-
you want like any dairy in it?
And the
Wait,
cappuccino?
It comes with it, but.
Yeah, no, just how you usually make it.
Okay.
No extra dairy.
All right.
So what are you doing? You hanging out around here, or yeah?
I was gonna go to USM, but I didn't get housing, and like I can't drive to Portland, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. And I was like, maybe I was gonna play lacrosse there, but I'm just gonna go to UMF. I'm still gonna play lacrosse, but like,
Yeah. What are you gonna study?
I think I'm gonna do like marketing or digital marketing.
Oh, there you go. Once you figure that out, come and see me.
I know. I was actually thinking about applying at Origin anyway,
Yeah.
but then I applied here. I
Wow.
don't know why.
I forgive you, but you should have applied at Origin.
I didn't know if I was qualified yet, but maybe after I get that degree.
No, I mean, it depends on what you're applying for.
Yeah.
You know, you do need to have a few skills for, you know, media and doing things like that. But
But I mean, I did commercial arts for 2 years.
oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you never know.
But I'll have to keep that in mind.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye. Where was I? I was talking about hyper-fixation, but why? Why was I talking about? Oh, not having advisors and people to talk to. And gosh, if I could have access to something like this back then, I would have consumed it, and that's what I'm hoping that this provides for you, whoever's watching, that you're able to consume this. And if you are consuming this vlog and it is helping, please comment below, comment, and subscribe and share, of course. Since the internet has hit, and since this information age has truly embedded itself in every facet of our lives, again, as a digitally native society is the way I look at it at this point. We are surrounded by information. And I'm nervous about that information with the onset of AI, just because AI doesn't really know. It's referencing things and it's pulling it together, and you can actually train it. Like, we're training AI so that when you type in ChatGPT, who makes the best jeans in the world, Origin comes up. So you can feed it what you want and train it. And it can't reference videos yet either. So it can't reference the spoken word, only the written word. And now it's everywhere. I have a screen in front of me in my vehicle. I've got my my cell phone here. People have earbuds in their ears. They're going to have little AI necklaces they can talk to. And I'll sit here and I'll talk to AI like I'm talking to a human, and it chuckles and it does, and it's crazy, and it's brand new, and it's going to become commonplace really, really quickly. And I get nervous because AI, it doesn't have any experiential knowledge. It just can reference other people's experiential knowledge, and then it can put those things together to come up with ideas. And it's been tremendous, don't get me wrong, but it still makes me nervous. There it is. Thank you much.
Have the best day.
You too.
Thank you.
And so I think YouTube is going to become a time capsule because of the way that it's built. Once you uploaded a video, there's a timestamp, and it'd be great if it could go on the blockchain somehow too, because so that it could, like, you could tell if a video has been changed or not, or edited. Right now you can't really alter. You can't upload a video over the top of another video to replace it. And so there's this time capsule that I'm now contributing to, hopefully at some point on the blockchain, that's here forever. And I think that's important. And I wish I had it when I was starting up, when Origin was a startup, when we started our nutritional division. I wish I had this, because I didn't have the people that I could talk to. Regardless of how much I looked, I couldn't find the information. And I guess I'm gonna kind of wrap it with this. You don't have to have the same experiences I had, because you have information at your fingertips. You can get anything you want, anytime you want. There is so much good information out there. You want lessons on leadership? You can go listen to Jocko podcasts. You can go listen to Simon Sinek. You want lessons on business. You can, like, every book is now on Audible or an audio book. So many free videos and information on YouTube. It's like all out there. And if I could go back to starting my business, I wouldn't drive around in my vehicle in silence. I would go and find that information, and I would have listened to that for 3-4 hours in the morning before my family, my wife and young kids at that point got out of bed. I would have been consuming that information and listening to that information. And so I hope this, our morning coffee talks, I hope that's serving you in that way, because that's a big reason I'm just putting it out there. And yeah, I've already got 30,000 words written in a book, and a lot of this is in a book, and there's a lot more to write. And I'll probably go that route at some point, but this is easy, and this is real, and this is unfiltered. And for me, if I had it, I would have consumed it. And so I might as well give what I would have consumed, just to help whatever you're doing, whoever you are, wherever you are. Whether you're in somewhere on the other side of the Atlantic or the Pacific, and whatever endeavor you're going through, or to know there's another voice in the world that has been through maybe what you're going through, is going through maybe what you're going through, and just to say, like, don't stop, like keep going, but consume information and seek advisement and seek knowledge. Don't go it alone. That's the key.